for the first formal hearing of our committee as we kick off the 118th Congress. House Republicans made a lot of promises last year, and now the American people have given us a majority, and we are ready to deliver on those promises. As we put together our legislative agenda for this Congress and heard from our constituents, it was clear that energy independence, energy security, and lowering consumer cost was a top priority for our country, and therefore it's a top priority of this committee. Energy and minerals affect every part of our daily lives. Just look around this room, and we flipped on a switch to turn the lights on. We're enjoying temperature-controlled environment, and we're receiving text messages and emails on our cell phones. From the visible to the invisible, energy and minerals are woven into the fabric of our very existence. And given this dependency, you would think that the administration, regardless of party affiliation, would be finding every possible avenue to unlock America's potential to produce these necessities of life that we've all come to depend on so much. Instead, we've seen an attack on the production of American oil and gas, on American mining, which translates into an attack on the economy of America. And it also doesn't help the environment out one tidbit when we're importing these products from countries that do not have near the environmental standards, near the human rights standards, or can produce these materials as efficiently and as effectively as we can here at home. We are exporting wealth from the United States to many times to our adversaries because of a not in my backyard mentality. Well, we hope to change that mentality and give a message to the American people.
$1,900. Millions of Americans are expected to receive about $1,900 from the Internal Revenue Service this year. But the IRS has also confirmed that some Americans may receive their payments a bit later than usual. Officials have announced February 28th as one possible delivery date for these checks. My friends, I will be sharing with you the exact details that you need to know, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, I will be announcing 2 winners tomorrow for the $75 Walmart gift card giveaway. My friends, if you'd like to enter the weekly giveaways, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you watch and then leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. With the cost of groceries, rent, and gas marching higher than ever, the average American shelled out a lot more money in order to keep pace with stubborn inflation. According to new calculations from Moody's Analytics, the typical U.S. household needed to pay $395 more a month in January to purchase the same goods and services it did 1 year ago because of high inflation. Although inflation recorded a modest slowdown on an annual basis for last month, it did not cool as much as economists had expected, pointing to the pervasiveness of high consumer prices. The Labor Department recently reported that the Consumer Price Index rose 0.5% in January. That was the most in 3 months. The annual inflation rate also surprised to the upside at 6.4%. While that is down from a peak of 9.1% that was recorded in June 2022, it still remains above 3 times higher than the pre-crisis average. Scorching hot inflation has created severe financial pressures for most American households, which are forced to pay more for everyday necessities like groceries and rent. The burden is disproportionately borne by low-income Americans, whose already stretched paychecks are heavily impacted by price fluctuations. Americans saw some reprieve last month in the form of lower costs for used vehicles and trucks, which tumbled 1.9% in January and 11.6% from 1 year ago. The price of medical care and airline tickets also fell last month, Other price gains proved persistent in January. The cost of groceries climbed 0.5%, putting the 12-month increase at 10.1%. Consumers paid more for staples like eggs, cereal, rice, coffee, and fresh fruits, including apples, bananas, and oranges. Rent costs also jumped nearly 1% over the month and 8% on an annual basis. Rising rents are a concerning development because higher housing costs most directly and acutely affect household budgets. The corporate economist with Navy Federal Credit Union said, January's CPI was a bump in the road, but no one said disinflation would be a smooth ride. With food and shelter costs continuing to march higher, U.S. households are facing increased financial pressure. Average hourly earnings declined 0.2% in January from the previous month on an inflation-adjusted basis and are down 1.8% from the same time 1 year ago. Friends, if you filed your 2023 tax return but haven't received your refund yet, it could be due to the Earned Income Tax Credit or the Additional Child Tax Credit. The Internal Revenue Service has also announced by law it cannot issue Earned Income Tax Credit or Additional Child Tax Credit refunds before mid-February. So that includes the entire refund, not just the amount of refund related to the credits that you claimed on your tax return. Since 2017, even people who file early claiming those credits must have their entire refund withheld until at least February 15th because of the 2015 Protecting Americans from Tax Hikes Act. Refunds could be held longer if the IRS is missing information needed to process your return. If no issues are found with a taxpayer's filing, they filed online and requested a direct deposit, the Internal Revenue Service expects to send the refunds by February 28, 2023, if not a few days later. The 2023 tax season kicked off on January 23rd, and more than 168 million individual tax returns were expected to be filed before the April 18th filing deadline. But taxpayers requesting an extension will have until October 16th, 2023 to file. As of February 3rd, the IRS said it has processed more than 16.7 million tax returns, 29% more than it did in 2022, and nearly 4 million more. Not only has the IRS processed more returns this year, it also has received more. The refund amount that Americans are receiving dropped by 10.8% compared to last year. The average refund in 2023 has been $1,963 compared to $2,201. The Internal Revenue also said it was taking additional steps for the 2023 tax season to improve service for taxpayers after the 3 previous tax seasons were drastically impacted by the crisis. Well, my marvelous and most beautiful friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Thursday. My friends, thank you so much for being part of this community and for joining me here every single day. To show my appreciation, dear friends, I will be announcing 2 winners tomorrow for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My dear friends, the more videos that you watch and then leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed Thursday.